Sagittarius have the Knight of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, right? So, and then you have the Five of Pentacles. So these three cards all on their own is about how you had someone that tried to pump themselves up like, you know, they would be the one to come in and make you happy. And they talked you up and tried to make it seem like they actually had good common sense, but they had good intentions for you. And then all of a sudden they decided to switch up. But the Five of Pentacles represents you don't really care about this. You found out through experience that those are not individuals that you should trust. And what you Sagittarius decided to do is move on and not let these people really squander you and make you upset. And that's what essentially what this whole reading, I'm thinking teamwork. But that's essentially what this whole reading is really about. It's about you, Sagittarius, moving forward and not caring about this relationship that was so difficult because they talked it up like they had your back and that they was going to be there. And then they did all of that type of stuff only to essentially let you down. And that's one of the things that Jupiter borns, right? Pisces, Sagittarius have to deal with. Y'all have to deal with a lot of disappointment. A lot of people who do too much of this. They do too much talking. That's, like I said before, that's part of the problem that a lot of others have. They do all this talking, and it's like, but then when you know, get down to the nitty gritty, what are you actually doing? Let's see some action. Come on, stop talking. Let's do it. Come on, let's do it. Now it's like, oh, you know, they stuttering. I can't. I can't. It's like, all right, Goofy. All right, goofball. Nah, it's not like that. Nah, you had your opportunity. You squandered it, goofball. You won't get taken seriously over here. The Sun and the Three of Swords is about just that, though. You realized that there's no point in waiting on these individuals to get it right because they're goofy. They're dysfunctional. So guess what you did? You got right back to living your life and feeling good about yourselves. And honestly, y'all found some things, maybe even family members. You Sagittarius are, you know, friends, hobbies. Y'all found some things that y'all like, some people who you love to hang around, people who you can trust. Because I don't necessarily see y'all Sagittarius running yourselves into a relationship. I see with these cards, I see y'all are just hanging out and enjoying your singlehood. Like, not everything has to be about you rushing into a romantic relationship in the first place. And the Three of Swords is about you, Sagittarius, thinking back at how much games people ultimately play, how much they waste your time and how much they try to make it seem like the time that they're wasting, you know, you need to, it's just so, they're just so confused. They're just so confused. That's the problem with game playing. You get yourself confused. You know, they want you to be a winner, but then at the same time they set something up to let you down, but they like you, and it's just social awkwardness. It's just socially inept people who don't know the difference between their hole in the ground and their elbow, just ripping and running around, being lost in the sauce, confused. And you Sagittarius understand that now. You Sagittarius are looking at it like, look, you got hobbies, y'all have great friends or decent friends, great friends, y'all have great family members, y'all, the people that y'all trust right now, y'all may even have children of your own. But a lot of you Sagittarius are like, look, whatever it is that y'all got, y'all are kicking it, y'all are having fun, y'all are spending your time having fun, doing what you're doing, or your hobbies, or family members, and hanging out with them. Y'all are good. Y'all are good. And the thing about it is that the Queen of Swords now is about how, And that's the problem, right? Too many other people spend too much time playing, you know? But it took all of this for you, Sagittarius, to realize, right, that you don't necessarily need somebody else to show you how much value that you have. You don't. You need to know who is on. You need to know that you're on point before you go out there and you try to date. That's first. Because that sets you up to be prepared for everything. Because you have a lot of jokers out there. You have a lot of people wasting their time. I don't know what they think they're trying to accomplish, but whatever. And the world, brand new possibilities open up to the whole world. How can I say this? Like, the whole world is open up to you. It's freeing. You don't have to be in a crazy situation for you, Sagittarius, to understand how to be free. Whatever situation you're in, whether you're with someone or not with someone, in general, you're free. Y'all are free to be the wild horses that a lot of y'all are. And you're happy being single or in a relationship. It doesn't really matter. And that's really the power of it. The power of it is, can you be happy being by yourselves as well as a relationship? Some people can't. Most people can't. Constantly in a relationship, constantly trying to get themselves in one, knowing good and well that it's not going to work out well for them because they're broken. So they're parasitic. So they cannot survive on their own. Because they don't even try to survive on their own. As long as they have someone else to be a crutch and to lay up under, they will do that. And the magician is that with you, your life has changed for the better. Your life has turned around drastically. So there's no rush for this. The Four of Wands, right? There's no rush, and that's the beauty of it. The magician and the Four of Wands. There's no rush for this. There is no rush to be in something that would not work because of their brokenness. And then now those broken people expect you to help figure out and solve the problem of their brokenness. No, that's something that they have to solve completely on their own. They have to not be broken first before they decide to come to the table and get to know somebody else. Otherwise, it's not going to work. They are going to be broken while they're trying to talk to other people. And all that's going to do is just burn even more bridges, so to speak, because why? It'll turn more people off to them. So they would actually be doing themselves a disservice. You, Sagittarius, on the other hand, are not, because a lot of you Sagittarius, believe it or not, are healing. You Sagittarius are doing better for yourselves. You don't have to worry about notification. You don't have to worry about feeling validated because you may or you may not be in one. You validate yourself. The other person just helps validate you even more. Because it's not like you're not out here looking for someone. What it is you're giving people a chance, and people are doing everything that they can, going out of their way to disappoint you by not showing up, especially when it matters most. Because truth be told, whether it's a Pisces' life or a Sagittarius' life, because y'all are Jupiter born, whether it's Pisces or Sagittarius, y'all, there's certain key points, right? With Sagittarius and with Pisces, particularly Pisces, but with Jupiter borns, everybody starts out from a clean slate or with a clean slate. And everybody has a chance to show you, Sagittarius, why they would be a good partner to be with. But there's certain points in a Pisces or a Sagittarius's life, right, where like certain key points, like in time, there's certain events that happens, right, with that will show you, specifically for Pisces or Sagittarius, show you, because I'm trying to choose my words wisely, right, to give y'all a better understanding, that will show you and change your perception about a person entirely. So if a person has a chance to show up for the first date and like they don't show up after they talked all this type of gobbledygook to you, a lot of you Sagittarius may look at them differently because they talked themselves up to be the one for you, and that how you were the one for them. But then when it's time for them to actually demonstrate that, show and prove, those goofy individuals are nowhere to be around. Nowhere around. So now the death card is about how putting you, Sagittarius, ultimately putting an end to the ideology that you have to be out with somebody and go out and hang out with a person in order for you to actually be happy with yourself. You Sagittarius are starting to understand that that's not the case. You don't have to always be cooped up with somebody or whatnot. It would be nice, but you don't have to always be cooped up. And honestly speaking, that's healthy. If a person needs somebody else every step of the way, that's a problem. That's a problem. If you need somebody else every single step of the way, that's dependency or codependency. That's serious. That's a serious problem with dependency. Because what are you going to do every moment in your life? Every moment in your life, since you started dating, you have a significant other. You can't be a very long time with someone. You dump someone or you and someone end up breaking up. And then 2 days later, you with somebody new. No, that's not enough time for you to heal, right? So it's actually healthy that you Sagittarius are taking a step back and looking at it, and right from the sun perspective, and understanding that, hey, you have to ultimately care about yourself and see things differently within your own self and be happy and content with yourself first, who you are and where you're going, before you put yourself out there. Because if you're not, you're gonna make other people miserable. So let's clarify the death card. Let's clarify the death card. Star, Four of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. Yeah, the death card is about creating a new what's the word I'm looking for? A new dynasty, like a new empire, right? Within yourselves. Going from your mentality has changed on not being in a relationship. Your mentality has changed about it, right? Much more sunny days and joyful days are ahead for you, Sagittarius, because your mentality has changed. So you now look at relationships completely different. You look at singlehood completely different. Like, you don't always have to be in a relationship. You don't have to be, and you're right. Because the Star and the Four of Cups represents, you don't necessarily always have to kind of like go for somebody or try to, befriend somebody or try to like talk to somebody all the time, right? You could have friends. And a lot of times people want to talk about, you can have individuals that they can't be friends. Yes, they can. It just ultimately depends on where they are at this point. It really depends. It's just that what it does is that there's just too many people cheating. But a lot of you Sagittarius are very much so open to start off as kind of humble with the person first before you decide to actually take any kind of drastic measures where you actually start to talk to them in that way and show them interest. So in other words, you don't mind seeing somebody around in your neighborhood and saying what's up to him and stuff like this, and not even necessarily getting a number, or going out on a town and hanging out and talking to some people and not even coming back with their number. You don't mind that because a lot of you Sagittarius, you're looking at singlehood differently. Like if you don't have to constantly go for the gusto. Like if it don't, like you'll have another opportunity in that regard, right? Either with them or somebody else. And the Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands is about how, since that's the case, this is about you Sagittarius looking, because you have this new mentality, you're going to be able to see people even clearer for who they are, because you're not trying to rush this situation like that. Part of why people fail so much is because, like I said, people have never been in relationships and they're desperately trying to rush into them. They don't take the time to look at the situation enough for them to actually understand, hey, listen, there's some obvious red flags going off. The person needs to wear a caution sign, you know what I mean, with a piece of rope, or, you know what I mean, a caution sign and stuff like this as like a chain around their neck. You understand what I'm saying? Saying on the wooden part, caution or danger here. And a lot of you Sagittarius will just be able now to look at it and see it for what it is even better now. But other than that, you're having fun. You're having fun being by yourselves, being single, friends. If you have children, with your children, if you have hobbies or children or family members, all of the three or the combination of the two or the one. In other words, you're not stressing it. You're not stressing it. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Peace.